Yo, what's going on, guys? T-Church here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a video to help you move mechanically like your favorite pro. Whether your favorite pro is Clicks, Benji, Mr. Savage, or many other mechanical pros, I guarantee you that if you follow and stick with this routine, you'll be able to have top-tier mechanics in no time. Alright, so starting off, we're going to head to Raiders Mechanics Training version 3, and we're going to head to the edit towers. We're going to complete 5 sets here, guys. Now, the key here is to start slow and to gradually build speed. This should help you start to get warm as well as to improve your edit timings and start to increase your ability to rapidly press your edit key. After completing the edit towers in the previous section, we're going to head to Raiders Mechanics Training version 4 and head to the free build section. Here, we're going to utilize 3 different movement speeds to help us warm up and focus on different aspects of our mechanics. To start, we're going to use the 0.8x speed, and it's important to make sure that you're being precise and deliberate both with your mouse or controller stick movement when making edits, as well as being patient when placing builds. Don't try to go too fast here, just try to be smooth and consistent. You can even throw in some new moves for this section you've seen from your favorite player that you want to try out, as a slower movement speed will allow you to do things you can't normally do. After, we're going to use the 1x speed. Here, it's important to try to use the new moves you're practicing at 1x speed, as well as ensuring that you're being smooth and deliberate. You'll notice on the higher speed that you need to be a bit faster with your key presses and mouse and stick movement, and this is normal and intentional. Do your best to be smooth and precise still. Now, once we're done with both of those speeds, we'll move to the 1.2x speed. This will be very challenging at first, as it will force you to be 20% faster than even the normal movement speed. This is good, as it forces you to start doing things faster than you normally would, which will make editing and building much easier when you return to normal speed. At each speed, you want to free build for about 5 minutes. Once finished with free building, we're next going to move to edit training. I recommend using the moving selection, selecting all of the edits, and then placing a wall as you load in, as this will start the scenario. The moving selection will force you to edit at awkward angles that you will most likely see in game, and puts you in positions that are even more difficult than what you might see in game. This concept is key to training. The more difficult the practice is, the easier it will become to do the same motion in game whilst under pressure, like fighting an enemy. Once you finish with your edit training, head back into the menu and select the classic edit tunnels. For time constraints on any given day, you'd want to complete only a fraction of these, as you want to be able to start to master the individual build and edit combinations present in each. I recommend anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes per tunnel, and you can do as many as you have time for during your practice session. As you progress through the tunnels, I encourage you to challenge yourself by doing 2 things. Try to fill all of the space and try to make the most efficient edits possible to maintain momentum. By doing these things, you will be able to see a rapid increase in your mechanical skill, and you'll be able to be more adaptable in game. You can also choose to do the targets and pieces control and peak training as a substitute if you decide that these tunnels are too easy, if you need more practice with pulling out your shotgun after editing. As I said in the previous clip, you can see that there are target tunnels as well as piece control and peak training. Feel free to replace the normal classic tunnels with either of these if you feel like the classic tunnels are too easy. After you finish with edit tunnels, we're next going to head to the peak training portion of the map. Here you have several options to set the difficulty of the scenario. As a baseline rule, I would set this to be as difficult as you are comfortable with. As long as you think critically here, this scenario will be a great help to start understanding how peeking works in Fortnite and how to abuse the third-person perspective to take good peeks. You should aim to not get hit by the bot at all, and think about different ways to set up right-hand peeks that allow you to keep your body covered while still being able to see the bot. After we finish the peak training, we're going to go ahead and head back into a free build island, and we're going to start practicing ramp flips. A lot of newer players and average level competitive players still struggle with ramp flips, and by doing this basic scenario in creative, you will be able to master the inbox ramp flip. All you need to do is build a 1x1 box and build a ramp inside. After that, run around the edge of your box, flipping the ramp such that you are standing at the bottom. As well, you can practice flipping the ramp in the opposite direction so that it's covering you, and then flipping it back so you're once again standing on top of the ramp. This is a fairly simple drill, but one that I think is necessary for mastering mechanical skill. As soon as we finish practicing our ramp flips, we're going to want to go ahead and work on our blueprint edits. This is a super simple yet super effective practice scenario. All you need to do is go into a free build island and practice. With blueprint edits, you can edit walls that are up to a tile away from you, as well as walls that are on your left or right side. Mastering this will allow you to become an extremely good box fighter, as it allows you to set up some very creative peaks that are difficult to counter. Feel free to spend as much time doing this as you have allotted for the day, but I recommend a minimum of 5 minutes. Alright, and that's everything, guys. So please, if you guys want to develop your mechanics, you want to get better in that aspect of Fortnite, give this routine a try and let me know down in the comments how this helped you. Any feedback that you guys can give me as far as your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the routine itself are greatly appreciated. And as always, if this video was helpful to you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so I can continue to put out more content like this to help you guys achieve your goals.